Scorpio, my name is Luciani. I'll be doing a tarot reading for July 1st to July 15th. Guys, thank you so much for coming to this channel. And let's get right into it, okay? Wow. Messages just want to come out for y'all. Okay. I'm not going to take all of these. I'm going to try that again. Wow. Messages for Scorpio. Spirit. Messages for Scorpio. Okay, so we have meditation, amethyst. So yes, there's a big heavy influence on you guys' ability to really tap into your psychic powers, your inner knowing. This is a powerful time to meditate for the first half of July. With amethyst here, that's also your third eye chakra here. So that's again, it's that inner knowing. That's the ability to see with your eye, not with your eyes, but with your eye. There's some sort of deep state of trance that we want to like really indulge in. There's something that we're looking to recall, dreams that we've also had. This is also aiding into anxiety or stress relief. So again, it just feels like you're going to be a little bit more relaxed for the first half of July here. There's also dissolving any old patterns that could have possibly been addictions or looking to overcome that here. There's definitely a self-awareness attached here. So if you guys have been feeling a little bit on edge, or we're being guided to work really closely with this energy and take some really sacred silent time for yourself so that you can receive the healing energy of this, okay? So let's get into some tarot to get more into this message. For Scorpios, first half of July, Spirit. All right, yeah, inner knowing is definitely here, for sure. And I had to look at the next card, and it was the 9 of Cups here, so I'll keep it here. But it just feels like you guys, I feel like someone has a really, I see masculine energy here, I see High Priestess, so I see a feminine energy, but for the most part, someone isn't using their inner knowing. Whether this could be applied to you or just people surrounding us, but for the most part, it just feels like our inner knowing is really affecting our soulmate connections with others, or there's this abundance here of financial satisfaction, a family structure that's very wealthy and very healthy and longevity. But it just seems like it's like we're missing the opportunity in front of us, because again, I'll clarify this King of Swords. It's like we're too cutthroat. We're not using enough emotions and the emotions in this particular case feels like more nurturing, more soft in how we kind of conceptualize our words. Very, very, very harsh words are being used where someone just, or you or someone else just doesn't feel the abundance, or we're really missing the opportunity and the blessing that we have this abundance here, and it really separate us from a soulmate connection or something that just feels false. But it's like this lack of inner knowing that this is actually emotional fulfillment. It's like a back and forth. It's like, no, I don't think this is really deep as I thought it was going to be. Or, no, I don't think this is my soulmate connection. I don't think this is really necessarily a blessing. But at the same time, they're my everything. They're my rock. They're my emotional fulfillment. It's a spiritual love. It's an abundant love. It's kind of like we're not maybe knowing with our third eye how special someone is in our life, or this is vice versa, where someone doesn't know that you're very special to them and they treat you, I feel like, very shallow, or their words are very harsh and critical of you, where they don't realize that you're a blessing, you're a gift, and it just really affects the dynamic of the connection. And someone really has to tap into their third eye, their inner knowing. With the High Priestess in the reverse, this is directly correlated with this, where someone just is looking at the situation from a very shallow perspective, not really deep, like not really using their very deep knowledge base and knowing that this connection is abundant and needs to be treated as such. Someone just feels very cutthroat with that King of Swords there, and it's a very diplomatic energy. It's an energy where they're very intellectual, they're very wise, they're very cunning, but in that same space, they really don't know how to use their emotional body appropriately. It's inappropriate, and it just, wow. So then we have the King of Cups in the reverse, Scorpio energy here. So let me just clarify all of these. That jumped out. So we have a very masculine energy here. We have two kings here. Wow. Guys. Jeez. Yeah, and then we have the Lovers in the reverse. So this definitely feels like a love connection. It just feels like it's not going anywhere. But at the same time, I feel like it's like a dream come true. It's like, again, it's healing something that you need justice or some sort of karmic justice on. Healing things that you really want a karmic justice on, that really something was just refused to be learned. I feel like someone just doesn't know how to really go deep into a matter, and it really affects some sort of connection, so much so that someone either finds new love and they're very fulfilled. It's like this emotional fulfillment and success after all of the challenges that could have happened. So let me get into this a little bit. So we have two kings clarifying each other. I just feel like this is Scorpio energy and this is Aquarius energy. It could both involve those two placements, but it just feels as though someone is like very emotionally manipulative. They have the power of words, but at the same time, they use their emotional body as a target for others, or the victim card. But it's like a very negative way to use the victim card. Is someone that's just looking to manipulate a debate, and they're not looking for cohesiveness. They're just looking to be controlling, and it's very I'm feeling like a very negative energy here that really affects like the dynamic of, again, some sort of family structure, our businesses. It's affecting our businesses, how we're perceiving as family structures. Love is being dismantled just because we could be possibly performing like with the Magician here in the reverse, it just feels like someone, their law of attraction, it's just because they are maybe nasty or violent, emotionally violent with their emotions, and that is a thing. Someone could be emotionally violent, meaning that they use their emotions for weapons for others, and it's really like the reason why the attraction that they receive is very false, or it's not cohesive, or it just doesn't work, or soulmate connections being dismantled because there's not that flow of attraction that goes on, because someone is attracting emotionally violent people, or someone who's manipulative, or someone who's very tactfully docile, literally wanting to be docile tactively, mentally, because they're using their emotional violence. So they use that was a whole handful I just said, but someone creates this mental docile energy, and it's kind of like someone playing dumb just so they could win some sort of, I don't know, battle or achievement. Whatever they feel like they're achieving is causing them very terrible law of attraction that's being received to them. And I see some really beautiful cards here. I see the 8 of Wands here, but at the very same time I see the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like so many opportunities can be given to this person, but it's just, how are we performing in real life that could possibly blocking that? Are we walking authentically? Are we being, are we double dealing? Are we being scandalous? You know, of that nature. Because again, it's like an attraction, a law of attraction with the Magician card here on the board or on the table. We have the Knight of Swords. It's just, something's giving us anxiety around a job. This could now be possible a job that you have that's creating anxieties, keeping us up at night. Finances that are supposed to be materializing, abundance, an inheritance, some sort of settlement that we're still like waiting on. It's like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to get my wealth? It's just this, when? And again, I just feel like this energy where law of attraction is really stagnating, not codependence, but someone who just, it's like as soon as someone manifests, like, say you ever have a thought, right? Man, I do not want a woman who smack their teeth while they chew their food, right? And then you get into a relationship, and lo and behold, this person is smacking their teeth while they chew their food. I know that's kind of a weird scenario, but it's kind of like we're saying so many things that we don't want in life that we're actually receiving it because we keep saying what we don't want. And the Magician here is such a beautiful energy. It's like we have to like be in that space where, again, this inner knowing is going to be coming in, where you're going to be attracting a whole lot just because you're starting to realize, I need to look deeper into my spirit and myself and the things of that nature, and get that real intuition popping. And you now attract new love, or a rekindled love with your partner that's on the outs. And it just turns into like a huge, big freaking victory and emotional fulfillment after all. It's such a beautiful reading, guys. It's like you're balancing the shadow side and our light body side. You're really seeing anything that could ever hold us back in life. And you're really just putting it in check just through healing, through meditation, and getting that inner knowing intact. That's beautiful. Okay, so we have Gaia. Wow, This is decent. So we have Gaia. We have the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother in the universe that birthed us all. Wow, guys, this is so incredibly important. You are anything that just felt like a trap, mentally feeling trapped, or feeling like we have to deal with someone's emotional violence and their manipulative wordings of how they perceive us, and like everything just never is cohesive. It turns very cohesive in these first 2 weeks. It's just like you're going through this transformation of law of attraction and saying the things that you want and realizing how connected we truly are, and it just brings this satisfaction and victory after things that just been so trial and error and arduous and bringing us anxiety and can't really sleep at night and of that particular nature. We're really coming out of that. It's such a victory. So what advice Spirit has for my Scorpios? Okay. Wow. Look at that black and white there. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. Wow. I can't say it any better. It really is intention, you guys. It's like a law of attraction here. Really follow the law of attraction. Attract what you want out of life and not say the things that you don't want in life. Really putting more energy into your faith, into your inner knowing, into that meditative state here, into your intuition. You become more fearless, you become more free, and it's like you be free. It's like the chains are breaking out. You're breaking free. I love it, guys. Oh, amazing. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming to this channel, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.